Is up, Booze and Chill fam? Tonight we're pouring out some Hofbräu München Oktoberfest beer, announcing yet another My Pop Gourmet Popcorn giveaway winner, and breaking down two wild horror flicks, The Substance and Together. Cold beer, creepy movies, and free snacks. Sounds like you're about in the right place. Now let's get right into this. Ace Course third. And we are crazy. What is happening, everybody? What is happening? Let's tone that down just a little bit. Let's go live on TikTok. And what do you say? We go ahead and start by doing the thing that we do, and that's going. Welcome to the Booze and Chill live. Got to give props to the true MVPs of the channel, the Patreons. That is enough. TikTok can't hear it, but y'all can. Y'all know how this goes. Now I'm not gonna be repeating myself anymore. And now I also got to give a shout out to all the new subs. TikTokers can't see it. It's Michael, Jeffrey, Christopher, Erasmo Hasso, and know that guy. True Ham, Jay Smoker, and Crazy Kid Zone. I read that pretty fast. I'm not even a fast reader. It's just my day. It's just my day. If you do happen to follow me on my vlog channel, and I think I have my personal Facebook link to that, I think, as well. So if you follow me there, you saw a story I posted where it's like I think it's called the crescent moon, I think it is. And at first I thought it was a what are they called? A fucking eclipse. I thought it was an eclipse, but no, my wife corrected me on that. But I saw that this morning and my morning jog, and it was like, today's gonna be an interesting day. And I just read pretty fast. So it's still interesting. Still pretty interesting. By the way, if you do enjoy what you're listening to, not going out for the TikTokers, but if you want to hear the jams that are happening, in the background, go ahead and over to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, but I recommend YouTube. If you're digging the music that we're playing in the background, go ahead and check out my homeboy AceCore30. Check out his Instagram, check out his Facebook, check out his TikTok. He also was that thing called Twitch. He also Twitches. He all games in Twitch. So if you're into music, or if you're looking for music, hit him up. If you're looking for entertainment wise, as far as gamer, if you're a gamer, check out his Twitch, AceCore30, exactly like that. And let's get on to this thing, shall we? Today we're gonna be checking out an Oktoberfest beer. October is among us. October is among us, guys, and it came real early. And like I mentioned earlier, if you're following me on my vlog channel, we got the Spirit Halloween store in fucking August, dude. That is nuts. I love it though. So let's go ahead and let me show you guys what exactly we're working with here today. Today we're working on this here, and I have to quickly see how this is pronounced, because this, I'm gonna show you all. Can y'all pronounce that? Give me a second. Focus, bro. Can y'all pronounce that? TikTok, y'all pronounce that? Just I'm gonna keep holding it up here so y'all can read it. So basically, it is pronounced Hofbräu München. It's pronounced Hofbräu München. And I believe the rest is pronounced actually no, that's what's pronounced. And obviously you can tell that the bottom part actually says Oktoberfest, which is what you see right here. You can obviously see it right there, Oktoberfest, except it's German, of course. So let's go ahead and pop this open before I start making specifically Germans feel uncomfortable, because it's hard to pronounce different different languages, let alone speak it. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. That's how it looks, y'all. That's how it looks. Hofbräu, son of a bitch. I don't want to butcher the shit out of this again. Hofbräu München. There you go. In all its glory. Look at that. Look at it. TikTok, look at it. Everybody over here, look at it. Very nice golden color. The carbonation is trippy in the center. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's carbonating right from the center. And you're probably thinking to yourselves, where's your fancy ass beer tasting cup? And then unto that, I say, my wife hates me and she breaks them all the time. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She just accidentally broke it for the second time, may I say. But anyways, you can still go ahead. I mean, it doesn't look as bad, right? I mean, it's still a really nice looking beer glass. It's very nice. A lot more rounder, a little bit more on the thick side. You know what I'm saying? That big back, as the kids say. TikTok can't hear that. But yeah, it still looks nice. It's not scientifically accurate to perform the way that the other Sten beer glass is, but nonetheless, it's a very nice looking glass, and you can go ahead, click on the affiliate link. TikTokers, may I suggest you do so if you're enjoying how this looks. Check out the affiliate link in the show notes right down below and get yourself one of these nice looking glasses, and at the same time, I get a little bit of something in return, and in return, you help out the channel. So let's go ahead and dive deep into this here. You know, I just realized I always have this certain style that I like. I'm gonna put the style. I want the style. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like. Let's get on to the first thing that we do here, and that's the smell. What are we supposed to be picking up here? And first off, let me show you the site. Like I always put the sites on. Excuse me. I always put the sites on. That's not it. For every beer or drink that I review, I like to put a site, their website, so you can check out the rest of their options and learn a little bit more about the drink that we review here in the Booze and Chill channel and stuff of that nature. And I want to go ahead and show you all. Let's go to the main one. Here we go. Here is the actual site itself. Very nice. That didn't actually do that. It moves on its own. It's very nice. Very what is that? A wedding? No, that's a beer fest event. If I'm not mistaken. That's a goddamn beer fest event, which I was actually really close to actually going, thanks to one of my brother-in-laws and his uncle that I call Stamos. Shout out to Stamos and to brother-in-law. So let's go ahead and that's the website. It's I'm not even gonna bother with that because I'm just gonna butcher the shit out of it. What we are gonna do is start. I'm gonna give it another whiff here. See what exactly we're supposed to pick up. It's It's malty smelling. It's very malty. A little hoppy. It's mostly the wheat and hops that you pick up. It's really what you pick up. It's real earthy, like. That's really it. There's a little bit of a spice. Very it's a tiny little hint of the sweet, a lot of malt, a little bit of hop, a little bit of like grainy almost, very, very weedy, very earthy like that. Very, very, very different smelling compared to one of my favorite Oktoberfest, and that's the Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. That's one of my favorites. Please, in the comments below, let me know what is your all's favorite Oktoberfest beer. There is shit ton of them, guys. There's a shit ton of them. One of them has got to be one that you actually like. So let me know right down there. What is your favorite Oktoberfest? Yeah, like as I was saying, compared to that Samuel Adams, the Samuel Adams I enjoy it. Like there's something about the flavor of a Samuel Adams. Like my mouth is watering a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Luckily, I actually have some with me, and I've already reviewed this. They might come back just for like a hangout, possibly maybe. And I love the Oktoberfest, the Samuel Adams Oktoberfest, the smell of it, the taste of it. And it's just great. Everything about that goddamn beer is just like excellent. But this one in particular it just packs a completely different flavor, different smell. And they're both brewed in the certain German style of beer, which is considered to be it's a fermented German style. There's another particular name, if I'm not mistaken, well, at least for the Oktoberfest. But this one in particular is just a bottom fermented German style Oktoberfest. The Samuel Adams comes in the same German, but it has a completely different name. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Let me know in the live chat or the replay if I am wrong about that. Now, as far as the smell goes, that's really all I pick up. Now, what I do want to show you all is this right here. This is the alcohol content on this thing. 6.3% ABV. Bitterness unit is 26%. Look at that. Look at it. That's the malts. There we go. 26 IBU and 6.3 of the bitterness units. Not too much, not too little. It's just the right amount. So that's pretty much all I pick up on the smell. So what do you say we jump right into the best parts of these reviews, and that is the tasting. Let's go. This is how I like to do it. Cheers. 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 And cheers. Oh yeah. Also, if you pour it just right, if you pour an Oktoberfest just right, it really enhances something. Flavor, the body. Fuck, I'm gonna have another sip here. That was delicious. For those of you just tuning in, this is what we're working on right here. This is the I gotta look it up. Hofbräu München. Hofbräu München. It's a German style Oktoberfest. Very delicious. Very, very nice on the mouthfeel. Very full body, as I was saying. And like I was saying, if you pour it just right, oof, it enhances the goddamn flavor. It's got a bit tiny little dry end. Not a lot of the sweetness that I would pick up on the nose. I mean, there's a little something, but it's hardly anything at all. It's very malty, like very toasty. And a nice little spice at the end. It's like a dry, tiny little spice at the end. But it's very welcoming though. So it's very there's a little sweetness. There's a tiniest little sweetness, like almost nothing. But it's in there. It's a lot of grains, a lot of hop, a lot of malt. But overall, it's that full body that I'm talking about. Again, it's poured. If the beer is poured nicely, it just makes it excuse me, testing 1 2. It just makes it much more enjoyable for you, and let's face it, for everybody else around you. Because if you're enjoying it, you're having a good time. If you're having a good time, you are just good. I need to adjust this here real quick. This is bothering me. That there was way too much space up here, and I think we're good. We're good. I think we are. We're centered. Anyways, taste wise, very, very nice. In fact, what more I can tell you about this goddamn thing? Food pairing, because that's also what we cover here. We also cover foods every now and again. I don't like to do it too much, because I mean, well, to be fair, when you got a very busy on the go lifestyle, it's kind of hard to just sit down and eat comfortably, especially when you have kids. You know what I'm saying? When you got kids, you know what I'm talking about. So food pairing that you can actually do with this, recommended by the I'm not even gonna bother, of America, pork roast goes well with pork roast, and I kind of do believe that. Something called knuckle. Now I'm just curious, what's a knuckle, dude? What's a knuckle? I have to Google this now, because I have no idea what a knuckle is. Knuckle food. Huh. Just as I thought. Can't really pronounce that. What is that? A schwinch. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Pork knuckle or pork hock is a joint from the pig's leg located just above the knee and below the ham. I mean, the picture of it looks pretty damn delicious. It looks like ham. In fact, I'm gonna show you all. So y'all can get a nice idea what food you can actually pair with this German Oktoberfest. Here we go. I'm gonna make you all smell water right now. Look at that. That is knuckle food, or just knuckle pork. It's just a certain part of the pig. But I mean, if you really look at it, like this one in particular, the one I'm like I'm circling around, I think you can see it. The one, 1, 2, 3, fourth one from left to right. That one looks like it's nicely, what's it called? TikTokers, you can't see this, which is why I am always saying, go to YouTube. You can see everything that we see. Yeah, but that one in particular looks like it was not grilled, but fried. It looks like nicely fried. And there's a bunch of them. Look like, oh, that one looks nice. It's got nice little slices on there. Oh my, very good stuff. Very, very nice looking stuff. Let's stop sharing that. So I think as far as trying or tasting, I mean, this Hofbräu München Oktoberfest, I gotta give it, it's a good beer, honestly. And I'm just a big fan of Oktoberfest. For those of you just tuning in, this is the Hofbräu München. This is what we're working on right now. Very awesome, very delicious. Nice body feel, and overall, just very, very good, very good stuff. Cheers. Oh, that nice full body that it's got, dude. It's very drinkable. The drinkability of this thing is insane. Love it, love it, love it, love it. It's not. It's quite. I'm gonna say it's kind of sort of up there with Samuel Adams. But something about Samuel Adams, they just do it right. They just do it right with Samuel Adams. It's insane. But I think that pretty much sums up the tasting, smelling of the drink. We're done with the drink. In fact, I'm gonna dispose of this one. We got another one up and ready in the ice, anyways. And now we're gonna jump into the other thing that we do here in the Booze and Chill channel, and that is the gourmet popcorn giveaway. Thanks to the sponsors of the giveaway, and that is My Pop. So if you're watching My Pop, thank you so much. If you're not familiar with My Pop, may I suggest you head on over to the link right down below in the show notes. Check out their website, check out their options. They have a very, very big, what's the word I'm looking for? Big menu of their gourmet popcorn. Very nice stuff. Check them out, and you won't be disappointed. Trust me. The winners, the giveaway winners so far have all been coming back, and they've all tried it, and they will tell you themselves, like, this popcorn is good stuff. It's totally different level stuff. So let's get on to that. Let's get on to the giveaway. And after the giveaway, we're going to talk some horror movies, specifically body horror movies. We're talking Together, and we're talking The Substance. I'm a little late on The Substance. Didn't realize this movie actually came out last year, but it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. Let's get on to the giveaway here. Let me just let's share this thing. Let's put a pause on the music. We like a little suspense. And the music has stopped. People on TikTok, I know a lot of you joined for this one. To be honest with you, I wasn't even in the mood to even do the live on TikTok, but then I saw everybody on the giveaway flyer, as I call it, just like participate, and I'm just like, oh, guess we're doing TikTok too. So here we are. I'm gonna flip you guys around here. Excuse me. There we go. And you're flipped. Get that out of the way. That's where the other beer is. Let me adjust these guys. I already sent out something to StreamYard, my streaming program. I told them, hey, y'all need to get some more platforms involved here, because this here and this, it's crazy for just one man. I'm a one-man band, but like, cut me some slack, man. All right, let's get right into this thing. Boom. Once again, I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsors of the giveaway. My Pup, thank you so much. And here, where's my drum roll? Okay, ready? 1, 2, cross your fingers, y'all watching. People on TikTok, people on Instagram, people on Facebook, people on YouTube. 3, 2, 1, boom. Here we go. Feeling lucky, y'all? Feeling lucky? Drum roll! TikTok can't hear it. And Michael 5077, if I'm not mistaken, that is from TikTok. I will try to get a hold of you, and I will get your prizes to you. Hopefully, you're watching here. I know I'm. If I'm not mistaken, this is from TikTok participant. But if you are watching, whether here or over here, get in contact with me, or we're getting in contact with you, and we will get your, as my pod calls it, your party pack sent to you. So thank you so much for participating, and that was fun. I know for a fact you're gonna enjoy this, sir. I know for a fact. Congratulations, Michael. There we go. Let me know if you are watching anywhere, sir. Michael 5077. If you are out there watching, let it be known. All right. Now that we're done with the giveaway, we're done with the beer review, we're done with the beer tasting, we're done with the beer sniffing, we're done with the giveaway. Let's get right on to the this here part of the live where we start talking movies. Cause that's another thing that we do here. Cause we're having a good time with good people, and you have a nice, cold, delicious drink in hand. Why not watch a movie and have fun about it? You know what I mean? Because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Let me start prepping this thing up. I should really like multitask as I'm doing this, right? I really should. I really should. Give me a second. There's tons of stuff I gotta move around here. You cut me some slack, y'all. Cut me some slack. Boom. That's not it. There you go. All right. I think we're about ready. What did I do? But anyways, while we wait on this, let me know in the comments sections down below. In the live, if you're watching live, let me know where you're watching from. Where are you at? Are you from Germany? Any German folks out there? Perhaps, maybe, if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. And I'm gonna adjust this because it's also bothering me. All right, because we're on the air, man. We're on the air. All right, let's get right along to this. Let me get rid of this thing, and I guess I'm gonna have to pause the music once again so we can actually get this up and running here. Let's okay, we're about ready now. TikTok, you can stick around. I think I got enough battery. Anyways, hopefully y'all can last till the second movie, because we're talking two movies, The Substance and Together. We're going to start with The Substance, so let's get on to that. And that's not it. That's what I forgot to do. Well, congratulations though, Michael 5077. There we go. And share it, click it, and flick it. Let's play it. It's we're gonna break down the Substance trailer like we usually do. We're gonna break the trailer for people who don't know what it is that we're talking about. It also helps refresh the memory, if anything. Oh, you guys are TikTok's in the way. God damn it, TikTok. God damn it. And then the microphone's in the way. Like this is the only good position I have for TikTok. That's the only good position I have for you guys. So I would lower it, but I think the weight's a little whatever. Let's go. You know what? I'm gonna have to cut it for TikTok because TikTok can't even see what we're seeing. People at TikTok, sorry, I'm gonna have to let you go. Again, this is the streaming service that I use. That I enjoy it, but head on over to YouTube. YouTube, go to just search up Booze and Chill. It's live right now. Head on over there, click it. You can pop up on the screen, hang out with us, talk to me, and yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go because you're all gonna be completely lost. I'll catch you guys there. Peace. And we're out of TikTok, and let's now get it going. I'm in the wrong camera. Boom.
Have you ever dreamt of a better version of yourself? Younger, more beautiful, more perfect.
When a movie like this has a close up of boobs, it just makes things a lot more interesting. It does it not? I think it kind of does. A little bit. Right? No? Anyways, let's get on to that. Okay, sorry. You know y'all doing it. And you know you all are doing it with me too. Like, don't look at me that way. Like, I know you all are doing it too. So shush. Shush. And to be honest with you, this is the very first time that I'm ever seeing the trailer. So I don't know, that says something. Then again, I mean, I miss out on a lot of stuff. I love watching movies, but when you're a parent, you just kind of miss a lot of it.
Pretty girls.
Especially when it's horror. If y'all been here for a long time, y'all know horror is my thing. This is another category of horror, but you know, it works out.
Should always smile.
Absolutely fucking insane indeed. Like I said, I just caught this movie maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that. And holy schmoly. Joshua Boo, what's up, buddy? What's going on? I've not saw this movie, and you are in for a treat when you do, sir. It's fucking nuts. It even says on the trailer that's fucking insane, and it really, really is. It's like one of those type of movies where it just completely mind fucks you, and there's just stuff like it's not predictable. A little predictable, but not like as predictable as like your typical horror movies now. But it's pretty goddamn good. It's pretty good. It's already out, so you know. It's this movie's from 2004. Again, I'm a little late to that party, but I mean, better late than never. And I'm totally glad. Shout out to my nephew. Nephew, if you're watching, thank you so much. It's pretty interesting stuff. It's pretty interesting. Let's see. Should we want this to the together, or should we just like no? Fuck it. Let's just go. Let's just go. Here, door open. I swear I heard a door open. Let's see. So. Opening scene. No, we're not going to break down the entire movie little by little. But I am going to put some music to fill the void. And I'm going to put something a little different. Let's put lo-fi. No. Something I don't exactly have something to go. What is this? Is this a sound effect? It's a sound effect. Obviously, I'm a little out of practice. We haven't done a live stream in like how long? Like 2 weeks? Like 2 weeks it's been? Something like that. Oof, why you've been drinking these days? Or I believe you're asking what I've been drinking these days. And the answer to that is, my good sir, is something like this. Hofbräu München. This is like the second Oktoberfest I've had, and my regular go-to is the Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. May I suggest you check that out, sir? That stuff is good. It is delicious, and it's good. It's good. Let's start with the substance. We're talking about the substance here. The substance is a body horror movie. Let me just open up my my what's it called? My list of actors here. There we go. Or let's read this. It's a fading actress, Elizabeth Sparkles, played by Demi Moore, becomes distressed when her chauvinistic boss fires her from her aerobics show. She soon injects herself with a mysterious serum that promises a younger, better version of herself, but things go horribly wrong. And that's the idea. That's just a little summary of the movie. And basically it's just what's it called? The plot is like it mentions, it's a 50-year-old Elizabeth Sparkles, played by Demi Moore, and she gets like it says, she gets canned from her job on her birthday. Actually, she gets canned from her job, her aerobic show. Do y'all remember, or I don't know how exactly the demographic of the people that are watching this channel, but if you are around my age or a little bit older, then you would have an idea as what an 80s workout aerobics TV channel, and I'm not talking YouTube channel, because YouTube wasn't even a thing at the time. We're talking television, national television, when you used to watch this shit on TV. You know what I mean? Like when you were like at a certain, if you were young, you would probably, be busy in your room in the dark by yourself, probably watching that channel, or watching another particular channel, if you have an idea. Channel 99. You missed my birthday. It was August 13th on Wednesday. Oh shit, happy belated birthday, dude. Happy belated birthday. Applause for Joshua. Boo. Congratulations, sir. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? And what you do? Bully 46. Damn, bro. You're in the middle fourth, or in the middle 40s. Sorry. In the middle 40s. Congratulations. Cheers to you, sir. Cheers to you. And back to the substance. She gets this random ass phone call. Elizabeth Sparkles, Emmy Moore. She gets a random ass phone call from a very deep voice, and she where are my pictures? I know I have pictures. Pictures. Oh yes, I do. But I'll show them right now. There's a little bit more into that. So yeah, she gets this random call from this voice at the other end that sounds kind of like this, and she gets offered what's a biotech drug that is supposed to spawn a younger version of yourself. From you're technically shitting out another younger version of you, but through your spine. It's basically what this thing does. And yeah. At first, it was all great, and the younger version of herself decides to call herself Sue, S-U-E. It's kind of a nice name now that I think about it. So yeah, this younger version that poops out of her back, she decides to go by the name Sue. She goes back to the same job site that Elizabeth Sparkle worked at. Marches right in there and just completely replaces Elizabeth Sparkles, or at least they think she's being replaced. In actuality, it's just her as her younger self. But the way that this shit happens, it's like this is like the type of body horror that I really enjoy watching. It's like she injects herself and then nothing really happens, and then for a split second she's kind of like, fuck me. Like, she just completely, not impressed at all because nothing happens. She just probably thought she just probably drugged herself and, that she's done for. She's addicted. But like a minute later, all this, like, she just starts like seeing shit, and like she gets like 2, 3, 4 pupils in one eyelid, and it's like the craziest fucking thing. and then she basically shits out her younger self, which again she goes by the name Sue, and the younger version of herself is being played by actress named Margaret Qualley, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, I'm not butchering that. Here we got Demi Moore on the left and Margaret Qualley on the right, and in the center is the split open Demi Moore, or Elizabeth Sparkles in this case. That's her character name, Elizabeth Sparkles, on the floor. And it's a fucking weird movie, but I just can't help but and just enjoy it. The substance that gets sent to her, what's the word? I'm gonna use secretly. It's not the word I'm looking for, but this is another one. In incognito, and she gets this substance, and it's like this fancy looking box, and then she opens it up. And I believe it was like about 7 steps. It's like, first step is to inject, second step is to like, honestly, I don't even remember it, but there was about 7 steps to this substance, experimental drug shit, whatever. And it's weird, but anyways, one of the steps is after her young self comes out, she is supposed to stitch up the older version of herself and basically feed it, but simultaneously younger her feeding off of the older version of her. Basically, she would take out what's it called, spinal fluid. I think it was spinal fluid. I can't remember the exact medical term, but she'd basically kind of take that out from the old version of herself to inject it into her to be able to actually survive. And she has to do that once a day, which is fucking, the idea of it is just fucking gnarly as it is. I remember that movie, and now it's coming back. It used to be in VHS, or you can find it on DVD now. Hold a goddamn phone. You guys still have VHS? Is that what I'm understanding? Or are we talking about the same movie here? Holy shit. VHS and DVD? Dude. Well, DVDs are still a thing, but VHS, bro? For real? What? Man, Josh. Damn. Where are you from? Because I want to continue getting movies in VHS. I love VHS. Don't get me wrong, I fucking hated that complication. You know what I'm talking about. For those of you who know what VHS are, you put it into the VHS player, and sometimes the fucking film will get stuck in there, and you have to be there like a fucking dumbass rotating the film back in. Other than that, I just love it. I love them. Still have some back at my parents' from my own little collection, and it's actually have a couple, like a handful of them here. I think one of them's Terminator and a Bruce Lee movie. Awesome stuff. But anyways, so yeah, that's the process of the substance to be able to look younger again, which is completely nuts. You know what? I'm gonna start putting out some stuff here for you guys to answer, just to make this interesting. Read that down there. Answer it in the live or replay. Either way, still fun. Still fun. Yes, we are. Like, you're still getting VHS, bro. Where are you from? And can you send me some VHS tapes? That's fucking awesome, dude. Anyways, so this, where was I? The substance. So that's the process of it becoming the younger version of yourself. And at some point, stuff starts to get a little bit more complicated. So basically how the substance works is, you give technically give birth to a younger version of yourself, but you can also switch back. And I believe you kind of sort of have to switch back at some point to be able to actually I think regenerate properly, something like that. So the problem starts when the young version of Elizabeth Sparkles gets a little too carried away with the lifestyle. She works in Hollywood, big star, whatever. She takes advantage of it. And the thing is that the more that she fiends off of the older self will slowly start decomposing. And not much happens to the young one other than that. It has to stay feeding off the older version of herself. If she doesn't feed, then she pretty much dies. So there's that balance, and she disrespects that balance by, again, partying too hard, being all night, not doing what she's supposed to do, which is feed off of the damn thing. And slowly she starts, getting older and older and older. And at some point, the older version of Elizabeth Sparkles just kind of sick of her, whatever. So she decides to go on this date with this old friend, like college friend or something like that. So she gets all prettied up, whatever. But she is so what's what we're looking for? She's so not digging her old self anymore. It's like she's been out in this young body for too long that she's just she can't even look at her actual present self, like her old self, without being completely disgusted. And that particular scene of the movie was pretty interesting. It's intense. This movie plays around with certain feelings. We will get to that in a moment. But that particular scene where Demi Moore, who plays Elizabeth Sparkles, really intensified. Her acting was pretty good in this movie. But in this particular scene, to me, just struck a nerve. You can really feel her just being disgusted by herself in this particular scene. And she starts by adding more makeup and adding clothing just to really just completely cover herself, like wearing a mask, metaphorically, right? And she's completely done. She gets frustrated. She wipes most of the makeup off and she starts fucking her hair up. She just calls it a night. She stays in, and then she ends up switching once again. And the younger version of her, which is Sue, again, not respecting the balance, and she completely goes overboard. And it gets to a point where Elizabeth Sparkles, the older version of herself, starts looking a little something like this. And I'm kind of glad. Am I censoring that? Am I censoring that? Yes. Oh, it's already censored. She starts looking a little something like this, dude. I mean, it gets to pretty gnarly. It gets pretty gnarly, dude. It gets really fucking gnarly. What am I looking at here? I don't really want to tell how I say between Oklahoma and St. Louis, Missouri. Kind of waking up. Wait, what? You're kind of waking up. When am I breaking out? Is that what you mean? Same between Oklahoma and St. Louis, Missouri. I'll look that up myself. But thank you though. You didn't have to. I was only asking. I was merely prying. But thank you. You didn't give it exactly, but I can work with that, sir. Thank you so much. And then I think you. Am I breaking out? I don't think I am. I can hear myself pretty nicely. Testing 1 2 3. But yeah, she starts end up looking something like that, and it gets gnarly, dude. It gets pretty fucking gnarly. I think I got another question here for y'all. That's actually that was the only one. Yeah, that was the only one for this movie. But anyways, I'm gonna have another sip of this. Cheers. For those of you just tuning in, this is what we are working on here. The Hofbräu München. I think that's how you say that. Very delicious. But now that I'm sipping it, now that it's getting to a certain room temperature, I gotta say it's not right up my alley. There's some beers that are meant to be drinking warm. I'm not feeling this one room temperature. Yeah, I'm not feeling this one room temperature. So, you know what, Josh? This is for you, man. Cheers. Happy belated birthday. I'm gonna volume it up a little bit here. There we go. And now I'm gonna open up the second one while we finish off talking about the substance. Oh my. Hello. Sorry about that, y'all. This goddamn lid pressed a button and we were gone for a sec. Let's go ahead and pour this sucker. Yeah. Pour the beers right. This one, when you pour this one right, it really thanks you. It really does thank you. It just kind of like it just feels nice. It feels nice in the mouth, and that is exactly what she said. But it also enhances the flavor, and that's always nice to have a really delicious beer at hand. Anywho, back to the substance. So, yeah. So Sue, the young one, abuses the balance between the substance relationship. I'm gonna say we'll call it that. The substance relationship. As like I said, she ends up looking something like this. Oh my god! It gets to that point, but it gets even worse. So she gets like this really big deal. She's supposed to be hosting this big ass show on TV for like New Year's or something like that, and it's just like she completely takes everything that Elizabeth Sparkles got to the point where, and I don't even have the picture for that one. I do have how she ends up at the end, but anyways, she freaking takes her for what she's got, and the thing is, because they're both one, and that's what the voice even says on the phone, like you and it are one. And whatever happens to her affects her, and vice versa, right? So it gets to a point where Elizabeth Sparkles is just like, she looks like a goddamn zombie. She looks like a fucking walking corpse. And again, I don't have that picture, but I can't wait to show you how she looks like at the end. And I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen it, but just letting you know right now, if you have not seen it, it's been out since last year. If you're as late as I am to the party, then I'm letting you know right now. So she takes full advantage of Sparkles. She tries to completely cancel, because apparently you can cancel this kind of process, which I think was kind of insane, but at the same time kind of creative as far as the movie goes, because it's like, how do you even reverse something from that's like saying you can reverse or cancel your kid's birth? You know what I mean? That makes no sense. But the fact that there was a way to do it, but it ended up just being her just terminating the clone, just killing the clone, which is still fucked, right? But whatever. So she gets a package, right? And it's like a freaking injection thing about this big, and she has to inject the clone to completely terminate it. So she tricks the clone for coming home, knocks her out. I think knocks her out, or she was already passed out because she wasn't eating, as it says. To be honest, that part's a little bit fuzzy to me. But basically, when it comes to the moment where Elizabeth Sparkles is going to terminate Sue, the young version of her young clone. Oh, and this part of the movie just it pisses you. It pissed me off. This movie pisses me off in a good way, because this movie plays around a lot with the self-image and self-esteem and all this bullshit. And at that moment, you see, I'm sorry, Elizabeth Sparkles, looking like she's like close to dying, stops herself because she realizes that, damn, the lifestyle she's living is mine. And like, we got a big show, we got a big deal. Like, you know what? She changes her mind mid fucking action. She's already injected some of the damn thing into her anyways. But she stops. She stopped because it's like, no, that part pissed me off. It's like, dude, if you are to the point you're about to die, why are you choosing to, you know what? Whatever, man. So she proceeds to try to revive the clone, right? She tries to revive the clone. And again, the clone here is this actress, which I failed to mention. The clone tried to actually kill the old Elizabeth Sparkles because she pissed her off. And the way I forgot to mention, the way that Elizabeth Sparkles would piss off Sue was by eating a ton of fucking food. And apparently this clone cannot eat or eat a certain amount. They never really specified that part. But some of the food that Elizabeth Sparkles eats, she kind of like, it will come out of her. There's this one scene where she pulled a big old chicken wing off her belly button, which is fucking weird. But anyways, it is funny how Elizabeth Sparkles will piss off Sue, and she would just eat like, I'm talking like this entire table full of food type of eating just to piss her off, which is hilarious. But anyways, so Sue gets pissed. She tries to kill Sparkles. Sparkles gets to her first, but like I said, stops herself midway because for whatever reason, like that part pissed me off. But anyways, so she tries to revive her back, and she does that by doing the substance steps, as I'm calling it, which works, but it's not on the chat. It's Facebook. Hello, Father, if you're watching. It's not my fault. No es mi culpa, es la culpa de Facebook. Facebook no quiere jalar con este... What is this thing called again? StreamYard. So, hi, if you're there still. Goddamn Facebook, dude. I should have probably mentioned that to StreamYard too. I mentioned that they needed to add more platforms, but I forgot to mention to them that they need to fix some stuff. So if you're watching from Facebook and I'm not replying to you, head on over to YouTube. I cannot stress that enough. The place to be is YouTube, because Facebook, I can't rely on Facebook. It does this every now and again. In fact, it's been doing it for like months. It's been doing this for months. I can't do anything about it. It's my StreamYard stream service. I mean, I can let them know, but I mean, I'm only one of like thousands, maybe millions of people that use this stream. I don't know. So there's only so much I can do. So, but if you're on Facebook and you see that I'm not responding, or if you're a particular friend of mine that says that you're ignoring me, bro, like, no, go to YouTube, because Facebook, has not been working properly. I mean, I'm streaming there, and I'm glad that it's streaming there, but I can't see any of you all commenting. Why? I don't know. It just, I don't understand. But anyways, again, I'm sorry. To finish all the substance, what's it called? I lost my chain of thought. Oh yeah, so she revives Sue back the same way as the substance steps, as I'm calling it. She comes back strangely. This is where the movie takes another twist. they're both alive at the same time. They're both the same person and alive at the same time. I'm telling you, this movie gets pretty intense. And Sue actually kills off Elizabeth Sparkles, the old version of herself. And actually, I just realized I have the picture. You remember how I mentioned that when she first came out of her spine? This is what you would see as the morphing process happens. That's trippy. You should see it moving. Fucking trippy. And so Sue kills off Elizabeth Sparkles. She gets ready for the big show, the big event, and this is where she starts to slowly decompose. And it starts off with teeth falling. And then think of those. You ever had those dreams where your teeth start falling out? It's supposed to mean something. But anyways, so her teeth start to fall off real slowly. And then like she's trying to pull it off anyways. And she runs into like her boss with like a bunch of old perverted, like I'm gonna get into that real soon, trust me. And a bunch of old perverted other fucking old fucks behind them, just like completely eyeballing her from eye to eye, telling her to smile because she can't, because she's missing teeth. She realizes at this point that she can't do it, and then she starts, whenever she would start losing herself, like she's not eating, she's like, it looked like when you're like super drunk, that vision. She would get that vision. She hauled her ass back to her place, and just she pretty much restarted the substance steps, and that is where shit just hit the goddamn fan, because even the voice in the phone says it's only a one-time use, respect it, not reversible. Or at least he says it was reversible, but it was only by killing off the twin. But anyways, so she does it again, and then she ends up looking. This is how Sue ends up looking like. This is how then she ends up looking like. This is the final form of Sue. So the final form of Sue. Look at it. I'm showing one more time. Just look at it though. Completely fucked. Like she's got another face of hers from behind. There's a boob hanging somewhere where an arm should be. Like it's just a complete goddamn mess. And like this is where it gets like eerie, 100% eerie. Like she puts on like a magazine cut off of Elizabeth Sparkles' face and just tapes it onto herself or staples it on. She puts on the goddamn dress anyway. She goes to it. And it's like, that part is eerie because you think like, oh, what is this monster? Like, no, they all accept her. Like, if like there's nothing wrong with her. There's nothing wrong with her. The only reason why people start losing your shit is because the magazine cut off of Elizabeth Sparkles is on her face falls off, revealing her actual face. But it's like, but the rest of the body though. But yeah, people start losing their shit, and they try to go at her, like, it's like a typical Frankenstein movie where they see the monster and they turn into an angry mob and they try to kill her. I think she gets whacked by a She gets whacked by a baseball bat, and then like her head explodes because she's like in this position where it's like anything will make her body just fucking pop. Well, she explodes, and then another of her forms comes out, and it's like it's a goddamn mess, this movie, but a mess in a good way. That is pretty much how that ends. That was the substance. That is the substance. Let's go right along to the next movie, because this is body horror that we're talking about here. Body horror being stuff like this. And this one just came out. If I can just type it. There we go. Body horror, which is exactly exactly this. Let me just get it ready for you and maximize this and pause. I need to pause the music here for a bit so we can actually hear it. And silence. So yeah, that's the substance, body horror, and body horror. We shall keep talking, and body horror I shall show you right here. This is together, by the way.
I love you.
Before y'all say anything, for those of you who haven't seen it, she was not being a total bitch. She was actually very scared. I mean, it's a horror movie. You probably have like at least 5 different ideas as to why, but we're gonna keep going.
What's going on?
I don't know. Since the move, Tim and I haven't been on the same page.
Please, do you love each other?
I know it's looking nothing kind of like a horror, but trust me, it gets to that point. It's just you know how movies work, right? Like they got the introduction, character development, all that stuff. You gotta get to know the story first, man. It can't just jump straight into it. I mean, you can, but then it needs context. So in which case we're back to the beginning. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have this. You gotta have this.
Maybe we're just complacent.
Imagine I do. I think about you day and night.
The irony. The movie is called Together, and then the song that they're playing. Do you hear? Have you heard? You mean if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Can you shrink, bro? Thank you.
Well, complacency can sometimes simply be
So happy together.
You heard it. You heard it. I know you did. I know you did.
harmony. This could be the beginning
You roll over, then you're on my hair.
of something wonderful.
Tim.
I didn't pause it right on there, but that part was actually kind of freaky. I will admit that. If you're watching in theaters, I mean, I really should stress that if you're gonna watch a movie for the first time, you gotta go watch it in theaters. Because when you watch this particular shot that we just saw right now, that again I missed it. It's freaky. She turns around, her entire hair is in his goddamn mouth, and it's weird, but pretty cool at the same time.
We spend our lives in search of the other half. If you think you found that, don't be so quick to let it go.
And you get male and female nudity bonus for everybody. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets one. Everybody gets happy.
I think something's happening to us.
Listen to me. Listen to me. We've got to get out of here. Now.
Oh, I can't wait to tell you about that particular scene. I should just talk over it, of bits and pieces of the movie, or just like a quick summary of it while this plays. But then this thing's never gonna finish, so we're gonna finish it and then we're gonna talk about it.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
How's it looking for you guys so far? And let me know in the chat if you've seen this movie or not. I was gonna take Robert, but then you said nudity. Hey, I mean, thank you for joining, by the way. Thank you for joining. But it's actually a good movie, and it's not like a lot of crazy nudity. It's just the right amount. I guess it's not a lot of it. Trust me. It's not like it's not. It's like we got softcore porn, and then we got hardcore. No, we got softcore porn, hardcore porn, and it's like down here. It's like below softcore porn. So it's not like, well, maybe a little bit of softcore porn, like just like one shot. But it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Trust me. It's interesting.
Billy, wake up!
You'll be okay. Whiskey for the pain.
Nothing like good old whiskey, a good old Jack to soften pain, both physically and emotionally. Well, that's pretty much it for the trailer. That's pretty much it for that. Let's pop the music back up here. I'm just kind of at this point just clicking whichever one at this point. Together, this movie. Oh man, this movie. Let me get my list of actors, and there's I can't remember the name. There's a what's it called, star. There we go. But what is the myth? I'm gonna get into that. Mythology. Give me more. I can't see it because my camera's in the way. But maybe Wikipedia. Wikipedia's always got the right amount of stuff, right? What? Well, whatever. Mythology. But anyways, this movie is interesting. This movie is directed by what the hell? This movie is directed by Michael Shanks. Let's read a little bit about the movie, even though we just saw the trailer, right? But anyways, years into the relationship, Tim and Millie find themselves at a crossroads when they move to the countryside, abandoning all that is familiar in their lives except each other. With tension already flaring, a nightmarish encounter with a mysterious, unnatural force threatens to corrupt their lives, their love, and their flesh. So, we're still in the subject of body horror. Body horror being stuff like, if you were around for the first movie review that we talked about, The Substance, that movie's fucked up in the most best way possible. Body horror is like just some of it could be CGI, some of it could be practical effects, sometimes it's a combination of the both, but it's basically just skin just morphing into the most grotesque, most unhuman, most just awesomest kind of looking way. And we're still on that subject because Together does exactly that. It does exactly what The Substance also does. Excuse me. This German beer really making me real burpy. For those of you just tuning in, this is exactly what we're drinking. This is exactly what we were working on today. The Hofbräu München Oktoberfest. It's German, so it's a little. It takes practice. It takes practice to talk about it. Excuse me, real burpy. So, plot of this thing: couple in crisis moves into the countryside. They drink out of this tainted spring water. Because they move from, like, I believe they started in New York and they move in again into the countryside, a little bit more mellow, no noise, less noise, a city or country or a place that actually sleeps. New York place, nobody sleeps. Anyways, so it's a lot of trees, a lot of forests, a lot of wilderness out where they move out to, and they're walking out and taking hikes to kind of get to know the place, and then they stumble upon. Actually, no, I digress. Not digress. I lie. Woo! I'm all over the place. So it starts to pour rain in their little hike, and they get lost, and they're not exactly, the wilderness type of people. They're from New York, right? They're from the city. What's up, bro? What's going on, man? Thank you for joining. We're on the last movie here that we're talking about, and that's not it. Together. Let me know if you've seen it. If you have not, then my good sir, this is those. If you have not seen it, but trust me when I tell you, it's a movie you want to check out. But anyways, the couple are out hiking. They're exploring. They get lost. They get caught in rain, and then they fall into this pit, to this hole. That just so happens to have this very strange bell at the very, very tip, or like the beginning part of the hole. Would it be the end or the beginning? It's a hole. But anyways, you see a goddamn bell, and the guy falls in. The girl tries to save him. She falls in with him, and they're stuck there for like the whole night because the rain never really calmed down. So they kind of set camp down there, and they drink all this spring water that's in the hole, and that's where shit gets a little weird. And that's in the beginning, you seem to think like, oh man, there was something in that water, because the guy's like tripping so much balls, like the literal cave, where it looks like a cave in this hole. 'Cause technically it is. It's like you're thinking like, whoa, this guy's tripping balls because the fucking cave is literally breathing with him. That's exactly what happens. But then it turns out to be just a dream, whatever. And morning comes, and they wake up, and they somehow manage to get out because it's not wet. It stopped raining, right? And so they get out of there, and they go on to their regular lives. He's a musician. He stays at home, makes music, which sounds awesome. And she's a teacher, and they get acquainted. And that's where things get a little bit more stranger. More for the guy, because he actually was the only one who actually drank it. Actually, no, he drank the most, I should say. So he started feeling a lot more. And the weird thing about this movie is like drinking out of that spring water. It makes them not want to be separate, which I failed to mention in the beginning of the movie. These two dogs actually face the wrath of this strange force first. They merge into each other. They show like a tiny little glimpse of it. At first, you think like, is this dog humping the other dog, or what's going on? It was the angle. It's all about angles. But no, it was those two dogs just fucking merged together. It's a weird thing. But again, body horror. You see all that shit. Hellblazer, thank you for watching, tuning in on Instagram. What's going on, my good sir? Anyways, so yeah, the two dogs get the wrath of that shit first. Cheers to everybody watching right now. So I should probably start using some visuals. Do I have visuals? That's right. So yeah, they both go into their regular lives, but like again, the guy starts feeling it first, and starts feeling like he can't be very far away from this girl, right? From Millie, played by Allison Brie. And the thing that struck me as weird is David Franco. Like David Franco in a horror movie, like it's kind of hard to take him seriously in horror movies. But anyways, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because David Franco's in it that there was like the right amount of humor in it. Like it was not a lot. It was just the right amount, and it was at the right time. So I like hat off for that. And together, they really, I want to say, choreographed the comedy into the body horror very nicely, so to the point where it doesn't feel force or look fucking ridiculous. So hats off to that. So yes, he starts feeling it first, where he just can't like be far away from, or be away from her, period, to the point where it starts looking like he's the goddamn psycho boyfriend. And again, she works at a school, and he ends up, you know, kind of like not stalking, because he, you know, they live together and he knows where she works or whatever. So he goes by and she's like, "Oh, dude, what the hell are you doing here?" And he's like, "Oh, I need you, baby." And then they ended up in the bathroom stall, and then, you know, they start and that there, and I believe that's the second time. The first time was with the lips. I'm talking about the one on the face, bro. The ones on the face, okay? The ones on the face. The second time in the bathroom stall is with the other lips, and it's both hilarious. Again, how I was saying that they blend in the right amount of comedy. It's both hilarious and completely goddamn brutal. And just imagine your wiener being stuck on ice. You know that scene from A Christmas Story, where the kid sticks his tongue to that frozen pole and he gets stuck to it? Imagine that, but with a wiener. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And that is the strange force that is just molding them together, just molding it from the P and the B, just straight up, just like. And this is where I mentioned, Erica, if you're still watching, there's the softcore porn of this part of the movie where you literally see, what's it called? David Franco, or Tim, his character, his wiener being pulled beyond belief. And I swear, when I saw that scene, I flinched. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like, it was gnarly. It was gnarly, in the best way possible, of course. But you know, whatever. So yeah, it starts affecting her at some point. He's like, "Oh, there's something wrong with this, babe. There's something down there, this and that." And she's like, you know, being completely in denial. He goes, sees a doctor, he gets prescribed muscle relaxants, and that's where things get even stranger, because in the middle of the night, they both sleep in separate rooms, because she thinks he's goddamn psycho, because she almost got him fired for doing the whole bathroom stall thing. And like, so they sleep in separate rooms, bedroom, guest room, I'm assuming. In the middle of the night, this force pushing them towards each other in the goddamn hall. And that's where all the craziness starts happening, where they drug themselves with muscle relaxants, thinking like, "Oh, this will slow it down." And then, you know, they wake up, and that's where the saw comes into play, and they have to cut each other's arms, or skins per se. Cheers. And it's just completely gnarly. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this particular picture is from the bathroom stall. Or it could be from a little bit earlier than that. This one in particular, this is right before she has to saw their arms off of each other. Good stuff. Yeah. Fast forward a little bit. Turns out that the little countryside that they moved to just so happens to have been populated, and I think, this is my theory, they didn't go really far into it. I think the entire little town there was just all in it. Like, there's this little cult that just got together and had this belief where, like, if you had your loved one, you were just meant to be together. Literally. And I'm gonna go a little bit into that right now. And it's just crazy. Like, one of the teachers that Millie, the character, the girlfriend, works with this dude named Jamie. Jamie ends up being the one that kind of sort of exposes everything, and apparently he's already conjoined with his partner, guy on guy partner. And she stumbles into his home, sees this film playing. She sees the whole process of the wedding and the cutting themselves to make the process faster. It's like, it's some crazy shit. So it's like almost like Hereditary level kind of stuff. Hereditary was pretty fucked. Somewhere up there, Hereditary, and with I was about to say Madagascar. Oh my god, what's that other one? It starts with the M. It'll come to me eventually. So yeah, it ends up being this weird cult that would just wed people and just completely, literally join them together for the rest of their lives. And that's pretty much that's the whole thing of the movie. And fast forward at the end, yes, they do end up getting themselves together. And to answer your question, yes, you do see how it looks like. That's pretty much the entire movie. The whole concept of the movie is completely weird and fucked. But I especially like how that particular cult kind of sort of played with this. There's mythology in here. Anybody have ever heard the term star-crossed lovers? The star-crossed lovers are referred to two people who are not able to be together for some reason, and the term as follows have their meanings. But originally mean that the pairing to being thwarted by a Malign star, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, or that the stars are working against the relationship, and so on and so forth. And but where's that god? There's a particular god name. Heroes, Greek myths, apropos. No, that's not it. There's mythology, and I can't seem to find that specifically, but it's in mythology where this particular god, I can't remember the name of it, was so upset at us for some, I don't know what the reason was, but this god was so upset at us that apparently at some point in time we were actually like that, except we had 4 arms and 4 legs, some shit like that. And this god hated the idea that we're just so happy with each other, but this and that he completely separated us. And when I say separate, I mean like literally, like you're in this side of the world, you're like up my ass, you just completely separated, right? And that's where the whole star-crossed lover, I like how they play around with that star-crossed lover idea. It's just completely reversed it, like fuck you, that particular god, I can't remember its name, we're gonna be together whether you like it or not. I kind of like how they played around with that myth. It makes and that's the part of the story that interests me. They toyed around with that a little bit. The only reason I even know the whole star-crossed lovers thing is because my wife, because she says that we're star-crossed lovers, and that's where the part where you all go, oh, right? And that's I like that part of the story. What I could have done without, how I mentioned that yes, you do see how they end up looking like at the end. That's the part where we could have done without, because it's CGI'd obviously, and it's got what's his name again? It's got Davy Frankel's thick ass eyebrows. It's got Alison Brie's small lips. This is weird. My wife was like, "Oh, they would have made some horrible kids." And I was like, you. So that part I could have done without. Like, I even told my wife, like, if they would have not showed them at all, because when they showed Tim and Millie as one, because they were throughout the middle part and through the middle at the end of the movie, they were saying like, oh, my parents are gonna come and visit us, blah blah blah, and that. So the force gets them, or the whatever unnatural force puts them together. That day or the following day, the parents finally come and visit. They knock on. Oh, by the way, at this point, that cult I mentioned, how the bell, and apparently all the people there had that one bell. Well, at this point, they already had their own bell installed. Whatever. The parents ring the bell. They pop up and they're like, "What?" Could have done without. It didn't look really great, and it would have really it would have gone with the horror theme, because you would have no clue what they look like. Would have kept you thinking. Not only that, you would have only gone with the reaction of the parents, and the parents would have gone like, "Oh my god," because they were like holding something. Could have dropped it, would have broken, and been like, "Oh my god," and just complete shock, scram or something, and then boom, pitch blackness, end credits. I think that would have been the perfect way to end together, because one, again, it adds to the whole horror theme or vibe, as people say now, and they could have quite possibly maybe even toyed around for a part 2. Which honestly, it doesn't even need a part 2, but they could have if they wanted to. But that's what I think they could have worked out. I could have done without that ending. Again, I like how they played around with the star-crossed lovers idea, just completely reversed it right back together. And just the body horror itself, the whole them coming together, forming it, just one person, pretty gnarly. And they just kind of accepted it. Because like, you love me, I love you. Yeah. Let's be together forever. And like as one person. And then my wife did bring up one really good thing. It's like, how do they do it? They took out the one good fun. They took out the one fun thing of being a couple, and that is doing it. How are you gonna do it? Answer me that question. In fact, if you're watching in the live right now, how would have that happen? If you conjoin into one person, your so-called star crossover for together forever, blah blah blah, and that. How are you gonna do it? Where's the fun in that? You know what I mean? Like, these are the thoughts. And that was not even me. That was my wife. So that's pretty funny. So yeah, body horror. That's what we're talking about. Body horror. So these movies play around with well, first of all, together actually, the message, because horror movies being, well, in this case being gross, grotesque and bloody and whatever, they all, there's always a takeaway from these. And what you can take away from together is, one thing is a metaphor for unhealthy relationships, because in the beginning they're just like, it had that crazy boyfriend girlfriend thing to it, so it played a lot with that, and also and this one goes a lot for the substance, a lot of self-esteem issues, just it has a lot to do with that, just the way of how you look. A lot of beauty obsession. That's really it when it comes to the substance. It's a metaphor for beauty obsession. Also, both of these movies reflect on inner struggles. Again, this is all metaphorical. They both focus on relationships, because one's completely come together, and the other movie is separation, with yourself being the substance and with your partner. And the visuals, because again, the body horror with the morphing and it's all visual metaphors for emotional relatability. You know what I mean? Like, it just plays around with all of that. Like, horror movies are more than just stuff to kind of scare the shit out of you and quite possibly not give you some traumas and not help you sleep at night. But if you really take away the messages from this, it's a lot of that. It's a lot of self-esteem issues, self-beauty obsessions, togetherness, not togetherness, stuff like that. Let me know before we finish this off, when it comes to the substance, I want to touch on, what do you all think? This is just the the what's it called? Wow. Sip. Cheers. Conspiracy theories. That's the word I'm looking for. This is the conspiracy theorist in me thinking, how far along in Hollywood do celebrities at some point get offered shit like this in real life? Like to just make themselves younger again. With a huge consequences to pay afterwards. But I think that pretty much is for that. Thank you so much for everybody who stuck around till the end. If you have not checked these movies out, please do so. Check out The Substance and check out Together. Together, I believe, is still out in theaters. Go over there, check it out. It's definitely something to watch. It's a very interesting movie. Hopefully I didn't spoil too much. Everybody, they call plastic surgery. That has to do with self beauty obsession, dude. Again, I mean, I guess the moral of the substance is just fucking love yourself, man. Just fucking love yourself. You're getting some gray hair. Fuck it, accept it. It's gonna happen. I've had grays since like high school. It just kind of happened since I got older. Hello, my father up in here. What's going on? So just accept it, man. If you got a little bit of grays, again, I've had it since high school. I just got a little bit more as I got older. You get a little bit of grays, fuck it, accept it. You're getting old. You're getting wrinkles. It happens. You get old. It happens, man. Just accept it, man. Just accept it. You don't need no surgery. You don't need no substance to help you get through life. Just enjoy the now. Just let life happen, man. Let life happen. Plastic surgery and the substance ain't gonna stop death. It's just gonna complicate it. You want to look good? Get tattoos. It's better to look old and interesting than old and boring. You know what I mean? That's what I think. We all get older. Exactly. Just accept it. Just the more you accept it, the easier life will be. And that's the moral of the substance. And the moral for Together is be at peace with people. Be at peace with your partner. Be at peace with whoever your loved ones are. Just be at peace with them. Don't do any of that bullshit. Those are the morals of these two movies. Body horror aside, blood aside, cult aside, that's all what it is, man. And drink a beer. Yes. Because we are men. When we have problems, we drink them away. Cheers. I'm kidding. Kind of. Cheers. But that pretty much ends this here live, guys. This was fun. Again, one more time for those of you who are just popping up, I apologize. But that's at some point it has to come to an end. Please go to the theaters. This one should still be out. Go watch it together. The Substance came out in 2004, so you can probably watch it anywhere in any streaming service now. Check these movies out. If you're into horror, if you're into body horror, into cults, if you're into just weird shit, check them out. And this is the drink that we tried today. This is the hello, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Just when shit was about to end. I'm frozen. Let me know somewhere. Whoa. And hello. Are we back? Am I here? Huh. Everything just went black. And I know you guys can hear me because I can see the volume levels. But where am I? Huh. Testing 1 2 and 3. Whoa, that was weird. What just happened there? Oh, and we're back. We're back. Whoa, that was weird. Anyways, one more time, in case y'all didn't get to catch that. Okay, we see you. We can hear you. Okay. Okay, good. That was weird. That was very fucking weird. Okay, one more time, because I went off for some weird reason. This is the beer that I'm drinking right now. This is the beer that we reviewed. This is the Hofbräu München Oktoberfest German beer. Very delicious, very malty, a little bit of hoppy, a little bit of weedy, a little bit of toasty. Very delicious stuff. Very, very good. And that settles today's live, guys. Thank you all so much. This was fun. Check out the movies. Check out the beer. If you are local here from where we're from Laredo, Texas, you can find this here. Check it out. Awesome stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. And remember, if you keep watching, I'm gonna keep drinking. Cheers to you. In fact, cheers. And can't forget you down there. Cheers. We're out.